Introduction to OOPS and C++, self-assessment round 2, assessment 5 questions, difference between new, malloc, calloc, explain difference between protected, public, private, access specifiers, and why base class constructor is called creating an object of derived class. Okay, the difference between new, malloc, calloc. All the three are memory allocation parameters. Like new is the operator keyword, and malloc and calloc are the functions. New will be used for allocating memory for object. It won't return any data type. When new is used, memory insertion will be done, and it will call default constructor of the class. Malloc is a function which also allocate memory, but it will not initialize any memory, so it will not call any constructors or default constructors. Malloc will assign one block of memory to the specified variable, and it will not initialize any memory, so it will not call any constructors, and it will return type will be data type might be int, char, whatever the data type. Calloc is similar to the malloc, and calloc malloc will be passed only one parameter, where calloc can pass two parameters. Calloc also similar to the malloc, and it will not initialize the memory. It will not call any constructors, and it will assign memory to the data variables. Yeah, the return type might be int, character, float, whatever the initialization depends on the initialization, and it will have multiple blocks for the memory variables. We can pass two parameters, and size of the parameters, size of the memory allocation, depending upon the data types. If we are using two ints or two floats, whatever the like, depending upon the data type, the size of the malloc and calloc will be declared. Okay, difference between major differences. Okay, different types of access specifiers: private, public, protected. Public public variable or public member function can be called outside the function. The major difference is how we access them is the differences. Public will be can be called outside the class as well. Whatever the variables or member functions derived in the public will be can be called outside the class, and protected can be called inside the class and inherited classes as well. Whenever we inherit a class as a protected, then it protected variables or protected members can be used in inherited classes only, not the outside class hierarchy or not outside the class. Okay, it can be called inside the class and inherited classes. Private are the completely access denied. It can be used only inside a class. It cannot be class inherited classes as well. It cannot be accessed by outside the class as well. I think I'm clear. Private within the class only. Protected uh, within the class, and inherited classes if the classes are inherited as a protected. Then public anywhere inside the program. Okay, outside the class as well. Why base class constructor called creating an object of derived class? See, whenever we create an object of derived class will be able to access the members of the member variables or member function of the base class. So whenever we creating the object, we must initialize the object. Okay, creating the object is not, we are initializing the object. So what some of the variables are member functions. inherited from the base class as well. So to initialize the object completely, we have to use members of the base class as well as the derived class. To initialize the members of the base class, we must call base class constructor as well. So because object might be using base class variables and functions and derived class variables and functions. So we use base class members and variables, member variables and member functions. So we have to initialize the base class constructor first, then derived class constructor. Because the object we are derived from creating from the derived class might be using variables of the base class as well. Okay, the reason is clear, I think. The next, thank you. I hope I answered all three questions at the best of my level. Thank you, Anandal.